Hey everybody, welcome back. Scotty B here. I have lots of wood chips from the chipper shredder that I did the maintenance on from the last video. It takes about an hour to do this many wood chips. Now I'm pulling the branches off the pile and they're fighting me. They've been stacked and intertwined, so it's a little tough. I'm working on the flower bed soil here. I'm taking out all the old soil that's been around since 1963, so contrary to popular rumor, I am not older than dirt. This dirt is just slightly older than me. And I'm getting all the big chunks out of it, and I'm pouring, as you can see, I'm starting a pile there of sifted dirt. Now, fast forward, you can see I sifted a lot of dirt on the left there. And I found out they had filled most of this flower bed with sand, so there was only about 6 inches of soil, and that soil is just done. There's just nothing left for it organically. So I brought in some dirt from the garden and filled that in, and there's the last of the dirt that I've sifted, and a lot of that will go back to the garden because the garden's got a better organic compost mix than this stuff, and some of that sandy dirt is even going to end up just fill around the machine shed to just work on drainage. So here's a bag full of all kinds of wood chips. I've got Siberian elm. That's probably the majority of what's in here. It's a really shredded kind of bark, and I have to actually let it dry for at least a year, otherwise it'll clog the chipper shredder. And then there's some ash in there and just very, very little trembling aspen. And you're gonna say that's way too much organic matter for this size of pit. But don't worry, I'm gonna mix it in all along the whole length of it. I couldn't believe, like, I took at least 2 wheelbarrows full of sand out of there and poured that sand directly on the driveway. So there's lots of room in here. And I've got some horse manure right here, and I'm mixing that in. And a lot of people will only use horse manure that's been aged for a year, sometimes 2, but I'm not too worried about herbivore manure. It breaks down pretty quickly in the sun. And even though this is a manual mix, I will off camera bring in the little rototiller and just kind of power mix everything in here just to give it a very thorough mix, and it kind of pulverizes a lot of that manure and breaks it up. And with the wood chips and the sandy soil, the garden soil, and I've got another kind of soil that I went into the forest and I pulled some beautiful organic soil from the forest. In front of every stump that I had in there, I took 1 shovelful of dirt and just spread out all over through the forest. Like, I didn't take it from any one spot. I just took a shovel here, a shovel there. And I know the stump, as the stump breaks down, it's going to replace that organic matter that I took out of there. And so, the flowers are going to have an awesome bed. And I'll get rid of some of the larger sticks you see in there. I'll get them out of there. We're gonna have lots of flowers for the bees, helping them out. And so this is the end of the video, so you guys take care, and I will see you on the next one.